Hey guys, it's Reed here, and this is episode 10 of Contest Coding. Today we're doing a problem which is a relatively easy problem, but it's still pretty interesting, and there's some tricks you can do to solve it even quicker than you would think. Today's problem is basically just a sorter where you're going to sort a bunch of people's names and their data sets and their values, and then you're going to take the top 12 out of this collection you sorted. How I'm going to go about doing this problem is I'm going to take two array lists. So I'm going to take an array list of a special I'm going to take an array list of a special class that I'm going to make, and it's going to be called player. Because this is a golf tournament, so I'm going to call the people players. And I have an array list of people equals new array list of people. Why does it keep going down? Whatever. Oh, it capitalizes it for me. How fancy. And then we'll also have an array list of player, but this is going to be called sorter. And this will be a new array list of people that are sortable. And I don't understand why lowercase is that. That's weird. Did I misspell people? Oh, it's not a people, it's a player. That's why it was almost up. Good thing I caught that so soon, because that would have been really bad. So what you're going to see I'm going to do down here is I'm going to actually make a class. This will be a class player, and this class will implement comparable player, like such. Inside the class, I'm going to have to keep a couple instance variables, as in the strings, the name of the player, and we'll also give it the score that each player had. Now, to go about getting it with the constructor, I know it's going to always be just like I want it to look like, and it's going to always return to me a name and the score. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to set my name equals n, and my score equals s. And a couple more things I want to make sure my class does is I need it to have a toString method. The toString method will get it so that it can it will return the name whenever I print it out, and I don't have to do any special formatting. It'll just call toString and it will return the name. Pretty simple. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to implement the comparable interface by using the int compare to and then a player p, which will be like my other one, but I'll just call him p for this time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to return the other, or my score, minus his score. This is because what I'm trying to do is get it so it's in descending order, or lowest score to highest score. So what I'm going to try to do is just, this will make it work because it's the lowest score minus the highest score is negative, so it'll think it's lower, and it will all work out and sort the guys properly. So that's my player class, pretty simple. I would recommend writing classes for your contests all the time. They are extremely efficient, and they just work out well. So that's what I would say to do. So we're going to do people.add send.next, or actually no, new player with the send.next for his first name plus his last name, which is a space, plus send.next again. You can't just do send.next line because it will give you take the whole line and include the number, because then you also want to take send.next as a separate thing and cast it to an integer, add it to people. Then, since sorter needs to have everything that people has, we'll do add all people. So now everybody's together. Then we'll do a simple sort of sorter. This is using the static import of collections. So I'll make it a little more implicit for you, collections.sort. And then we'll have our collection sorter. Now we'll get the top 12 value. So the 12th place person equals sorter dot get the 11.score. So that's going to give me the score for the person that's in location 11. You'll notice I'm calling the variable using a dot instead of like a getter method or something like we would traditionally use in a problem. This is because I'm using the default level of security or access modifier for my variables here, so I can access them in the same package, which is where I am. Finally, just to print the guys out, we'll do a for loop for player p in people. If his score is less than or equal to underscore 12 score, then I'm going to just print them out like such, and that should work. So you can see here I have my data files, and I will save this. Java C, Golf Q, Golf Q.java. See if that compiles. taking a while to compile the program. Oh, there it goes. And then nh run, golf q, and let's see what happens. And that's looking pretty good. George Smith Lillard. Keep checking. Looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. So that's how you do it, guys. Pretty simple. Just make sure when you implement comparable, one important thing is to make sure you implement the comparable player. Otherwise, you'll have to deal with objects and casting, and it's a pain in the butt. It's much simpler. Just write your own class, implement comparable player, write your compare to with a player in the parameter, get your compare to, get a toString in there, put your constructor, default access on your modifiers. Do not use private. It's a pain in the butt if you use private and you'll have other issues. And then it's pretty simple, just using a couple of ArrayList and some built-in methods and collections, and it works. You can use this with a lot of different types of problems, and it's very efficient. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Monday.